What is going on, ladies and genitals? Yodi Slay here, bring you episode 42 of my Borderlands 2 Legendary Weapons Guide, and welcome to the Vermivorous Legendary Weapons Special. If you remember a while back, I actually did this same thing for Terramorphous, and what I'm doing is I'm going to include all Vermivorous's drops into one video, like I did for Terra. I put everything that Terra drops into that one and made it a special, just so I didn't have to keep going back and doing videos and showing you guys Terramorphous and Vermivorous over and over again. But guys, before we get into this thing took a lot of time to put together. Vermivorous is one of the most stressful bosses to go for in Borderlands 2. So if you could, I don't ask for much, please show me some love with the thumbs up maybe, because this took a lot of time to put together and I finally got them all, and I think this turned out really well. But what you're looking at on the screen now is all the legendary class mods that Vermivorous drops. Yes, Terramorphous drops a legendary class mod, but you can see by the titles of these are actual legendary class mods. They actually one up the Slayer of Terramorphous class mods. But to get to fight Vermivorous, what I like doing is I like starting in the Tundra Express farmhouse. You can do this in the Caustic Caverns as well, but I like doing this in the Tundra Express farmhouse just because it's a little more open and there are two buildings you can hide in. Now once you spawn into the farmhouse, you will be right there within the red circle, and that is where you're going to be farming the entire time. Now to get Vermivorous to spawn, you just go out here and you start hoarding these Varkids up, okay? You can see there it went into the little pod as an adult Varkid. You've got to let these evolve enough to actually spawn in Vermivorous, and I will show you all those stages of their evolution, I guess. Now once they go from adult, they will go to the badass, and then once they get to the badass, they will go to a super badass, and then after they're super badass for a little bit, they will end up turning into an ultimate Varkid. Now you can see I'm down here, you can see the super badass just there. I put my reticle on him there. They will turn into an ultimate. This is the stage right before Vermivorous, and this is the most time consuming and stressful stage of it. It takes a lot to get these ultimates to turn into Vermivorous. Be prepared to die a lot going for Vermivorous, guys. You can see I go down twice just in that short period of time. You will get shat on by all these different Varkids spraying their jizz at you or whatever it is they do. But you can see there the ultimate badass spawns out of the pod, and now is the waiting game. If it doesn't happen within 5 minutes, I suggest starting over. Once you get that ultimate, if it doesn't happen like 5-10 minutes, go ahead and start over. But there you can see once it's an ultimate, it will go to the supreme badass pod, and that supreme is the Vermivorous, the Invincible. Now Vermivorous is pretty tough to beat, but I suggest doing it on 4-player. You could do it on 2-3 and even solo. I heard the spawn rate's actually lower the less people, so if you want to get him, no doubt definitely do it 4-player, because it increases his spawn percentages quite dramatically. I definitely suggest having the Beast Shield and conference calls as well. The only reason I'm using the Infinity Pistol is because I ran out of ammo with the conference call, and now that the Beast Shield is nerfed a little bit, you definitely are going to be shooting him a shot ton. But there you can see he did drop the legendary Siren class mod. I'm not going to show you him dropping the 4 other class mods, but you can see there that he does actually drop the legendary class mod. So now let's get to the things we're all wanting to see, and right here is no doubt the best RPG in the game, known as the Norfleet. Now in my case it is the pertinent Norfleet. In your case the prefix of this RPG will change, but it will be some variation of the Norfleet. Now I'm not going to show you guys Vermivorous dropping this, the RPG or the grenade bot that he drops, but take my word, I'm telling you guys, I wouldn't lie to you, you're straying in the wrong direction. He does drop it, but just for the sake of this video and the time span, I didn't want to make it like a 20-minute video, but he will drop the Norfleet in a nasty surprise. If in case you do not believe me, you can go look up videos. There's plenty of them of him actually dropping the Norfleet. So right here, checking out some gameplay, you can see once you shoot this beast, it shoots out like, it's got insane damage, by the way. If you notice there at the beginning, like 200,000 and something times 3. It shoots out those 3 rockets and just demolishes enemies. It's just insane. This is by far the best RPG in the game. Now you can see that it does something pretty freaking cool by, like, when it hits him, it turns him into like a blue vapor and then like spirals up smoke or whatever it does. I think that is pretty freaking epic looking. I don't know if all the Norfleets do that. This is the only one I've ever gotten, but it's pretty freaking epic the way that it looks. And with the 200 and something thousand times 3, the damage that this deals is just insane. Now you can see it takes hardly any effort at all to kill these, I almost said zombies. It takes little effort at all to kill these dudes, but this is definitely one of those RPGs that you can keep in your inventory just in case you do go down. You can just hurry up and switch to it, and it's going to pick you up in an instant, dude. There is no doubt about it. This thing kills almost every enemy in the game with just one shot. All the way from, you know, super badass marauders to super badass psychos or whatever they're called. It will take them out almost every single time with just one shot. Now, occasionally, like you've seen the dudes that were standing up above, it didn't kill them with one shot, but I'm just assuming that it blew up like outside of the rail and didn't really hit them. But it's a pretty freaking epic RPG. Now, right there, you can see I'm shooting it towards a mountain, and you can see those 3 projectiles going up. That is the 3. Each one of those bad boys have like 200 and something thousand damage. So it's a pretty, dude, it just annihilates things. Look at that dude come out there, and then he just got pooped on. This thing is freaking nuts. I definitely suggest. This is if you're going to farm for Vermivorous, a lot of people go for those legendary class mods because they are one up from the Slayer of Terramorphous, and that's what I use on every class. A lot of people always ask me, they're like, dude, how did you get the legendary Siren? How did you get the legendary Assassin? Now you guys know how to get it, and it's from Vermivorous. He's the hardest boss in the game, well, up until the DLC. Before, like pre-DLC, he was the hardest boss in the game. Now that we got Hyperius and Master G and Pyro Pete, he's a little bit easier than they are, but he's still a pretty freaking hard boss. I definitely suggest going for him with 4-player. Now, notice right here, I'm not sure what this was doing, but it keeps saying I'm out of ammo. I shoot and get a kill, and then it gives me more ammo. I'm not sure if that's something built into the gun, or no, none of my other guns do that. So I was kind of confused right here and kept this going because I was like, dude, what the heck? Now right here, I don't see any enemies. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to test this. I wonder if you shoot the last projectile, if you give you more ammo. And it did there. And I was like, dude, what if this thing never runs out of ammo? But then the idea went out the window there where it says out of ammo. So there's the Norfleet, dude. Freaking epic RPG. Now right here is the Nasty Surprise, which is probably one of the, it is probably the best grenade mod in the game. Okay, you can kind of put the 2 and 2 together. Mine is an Incendiary Nasty Surprise. I guess I should throw that out there. I'm not really sure if there's any variations, but it will be something Nasty Surprise. Now, if you kind of look at the name, it says Nasty Surprise. Right here, we're going to check out this gameplay. I throw it over here to the right just to show you guys what it's like without any enemies. But see how the grenade mod disappears, and then it appears down below, and it shoots out? I started like crazy right there. Shoots out a lot of child grenades. It's called the Nasty Surprise because say you see an enemy there, you throw it, and then it like surprises them at their feet. It like teleports to the enemy and then blows up at their feet. So it's a pretty devastating freaking grenade mod, and I love it. This is the grenade mod that I have on every class now, and I just love it. Everything Vermivorous drops is worth it. Now, it's going to take a ton of time to do, and it's going to be super stressful. Be prepared to die. Be prepared to lose a lot of money. If you're worried about money in this game, Vermivorous is definitely going to break your heart because you will die a shat ton, okay? But guys, I really hope you enjoyed episode 42, the Vermivorous Legendary Weapons Special. I put a ton of time into getting these weapons and going through here to get this footage to show you guys in one video. If you guys do appreciate it, please show me some love. I don't ask for it much. If you hated it and you want to dislike, by all means do that as well. If you do dislike, leave in the comments of why, just because it helps me better my videos in the future. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on farming Vermivorous, and I'm out of here. Peace.